So, good evening, everyone. I guess a lot of you have kind of followed me along the way through my little journey and kind of listened to my crazy little videos that I keep popping out there. Many of you may know, or many of you may not know, that I have this little team called Pay It Forward, and kind of every year I choose to run X amount of miles, raise X amount of dollars. But this year I'm kind of doing something a little different. Something a little I think needs to take the elephant out of the room and the stigmatism and everything that kind of falls with it, as you can tell. I'm recording this in my world. This is my office. Yes, I have a different title, I have a different role, I have plenty of responsibilities. I have to answer to lots of people. I also have to be responsible for a lot of people, and I also have to be responsible for a lot of people to protect them. Being a paramedic is a tough job. Being a firefighter, being anywhere in law enforcement, and the forgotten ones, dispatch. I mean, it is a challenging profession. This little journey that I started the first of the year, it was to find me. It was a journey to find the person who I was. I'm known in the business as a black cloud, per se, and that black cloud symbolizes to people in non-emergency functions as a person who sees a lot of stuff. Usually when people ride with me or I am a partner with them, we see a lot of things. A lot of things that are very good, a lot of calls that are very good where we can make a difference, but then we also see a lot of bad. A lot of bad in a direction that can affect people. It can really, really affect people. And I talk to people in the community, and I talk to people that want to get into this profession, that you have to have that outlet. You have to have that responsibility. You have to be able to cope with things that you see. I'm not one that usually shares a lot about myself. I'm a very tight-lipped kind of person when it comes to me, because me is me. But I had a stretch there in my career not too long ago where it was a holiday weekend and I had to tell 7 families, or was a part of that 7 people weren't going to go home. Followed up with that, I had 3 pediatric cardiac arrests, and they were very short spanned. Outcomes were good for one, not so good for the others. And it was a point towards the end of this last year where, I'm not gonna lie, I was ready to put my badge down and say enough was enough. Until I realized that a title and a position doesn't change the person you are. Yes, like I said, I have a lot of responsibilities, but being in the back of this office is my life. It's what I live for. It's what I breathe for. It's what makes me the person that I am. I'm a paramedic. But it's how we cope with it. So this journey that I embarked on the first of the year, I was the heaviest I've ever been, 190 pounds. Yeah, I worked out, I ran. I chose to make a difference in my life to move forward, to be a healthier version of me. I'm currently training for a marathon, which is in 2 weeks, and I am here today at 144.5 pounds. I have run half marathons all the time, a marathon on the trails. Haven't ever come close. So, new journey, new life, new me. But instead of me coming to the community and coming to everybody to raise money for cancer, which cancer is very near and dear to my heart, don't get me wrong, this year I've partnered with the Code Green campaign. And it's an organization to help those in this industry that deal with those calls that when you close your eyes at night, you relive those calls. PTSD is real in this profession. Suicide is at the highest rate ever. And I think we need to get rid of that stigmatism and that stereotype and kick the elephant out of the room and say it's okay not to be okay. And it's okay to ask for help. It is. And I'm going to begin to inundate my page, not to raise money, but to raise awareness. And it's the first time I've raised tens of thousands of dollars for cancer. This organization, they're not looking for financial backing. They're looking for people that need help. So I guess I'm coming to you as an EMS profession, fire, law, dispatch, to reach out to your brothers and sisters that don a uniform every day to, pardon my French, save our ass, save our bacon, to make sure that we go home. But once we go home, we need to be able to check on those that matter most. So here's the 2019. I got a marathon coming up. I'm hitting the Shawshank Redemption here in this Saturday, and I'm looking for you to reach out and promote this, to say it's all right not to be okay. I'll see you on the other side. You'll see a couple more posts. Stay safe, everyone. Love y'all. Bye.